think that'll fit. Alright, boys, let me share the links and we'll get going. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust some stuff a little bit, make it just as better as possible. I mean, unless you guys want to see my gorgeous face, and you can always get the camera that got my face on it rather than the overhead camera. But I don't know if you guys want to see my gorgeous face or not. That's really up to y'all, to be honest. Don't want to make anybody's wives jealous. I'm joking. Alright. Let's copy the link here. Link to Facebook. It's actually a link to YouTube. The Facebook share and we'll get going live. Alright, that should be the links. Yeah, it definitely has been a little bit. Tim, how you been? He's a little bit larger, so I don't have to be blind to deal with them. Maybe that way I don't need to try to look super hard for teams. See, I finally grabbed the stands. I have a case of jumbos. For this one, the next break will be a case of Breakers to Light. We have up a random and then a pick your team with a ×2 option. That's 5 breakers. The random and the pick your team are both the same exact configuration, other than them being random. So. There is obviously 8 hobby boxes here. So you can see the 6 on camera and then 2 on the top. See the shadow of them. I'm going to put them back in the corner, as I'll grab them from the corner so that they're out of the way. But let's get rolling into the break. Everything's pretty good, man. Ooh. Good luck to everybody. Full jumbo case. Over at camera in the bottom left-hand corner, we have obviously team list on the right. Let's get rolling. Good luck to everybody. We have Kevin Kiermaier to start us off. Kyle Harrison, Jackson Churios, Sanchez, Kowser, Crawford, CES, Scott the second, Mookie Betts, Shota Imanaga on the 27 out of 50. Gold mini diamonds. One of the Cubbies. Mitch Garver, Urshela, Podges, Cease, Evan Carter, Samad Taylor, Arosa Reyna, Tyler Black. Oh, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, and another one. I need a DJ Khaled sound button here. We have a home field advantage Jackson Churio, which first off, these look absolutely ridiculous in chrome. Like, I hope the price doesn't go way high on them because I'm going to try to not build the set, but I'm definitely going to try to buy a few of them because in chrome, these are just absolutely beautiful cards. And then we got Austin Wells on the magenta purple lava lamp. 135 out of 299 going to the Yanks. And John Parrish. So good start. We have Justin Steele in the Future Stars, Mason Wynn, Jackson Merrill, Wyatt Langford, Montez, and Tang. We have Austin Hedges, Rodriguez, Joey Ortiz, Dakota. We have Logan Webb, Gunnar Henderson, Jackson Cherry on the Refractor, Blake Snell, Rafaela, Jankowski, Yamamoto, Colt Keith, Paul Skeens, Tyler O'Neill, Martin, Clase, Jason Dominguez, Williams, Matsui, Turner, and Nastrini. I have JD Martinez, Manzardo, Holiday, Merrill, Slayton, Rutschman, Tatis Jr., Wyatt Langford on the Refractor, Dakota Hudson, Schumann, Urias, Garver, Henry Davis, Provar, Mauricio, Colt Keith on the All-Rookie Rush, Johnny DeLuca on the Purple Speckle. Going to go to the Rays. 255 out of 250. All-Etch Rookie Rush here, Colt Keith for the Tigers. Go to Clay. We have Colton Cowser, Sal Frelick, Jake Bowers, Clase, Bubik, Spies, Podges. We have Wyatt Langford, Jackson Churio, Alex Spies, Kwan. We have Jackson Merrill on the blue-green lava lamp for the Padres. His debut card. We have Podges, Aaron Getty, Manzardo, Fetty, Scott, Beater, Varland, Walston, Ben Brown, Brian Reynolds, Jackson Holiday, Polanco, Melvy Marte, Cruz, Blaze Alexander, Leiter. We got Sosa, Nunez, and Suarez. We got Jordan Lawler on the Prism Refractor. Yelich, Podges, Ben Brown, Westberg, Lorenzen. Jung-Hoo Lee, Gallo, Barger, Thomas, Fernandez. Trevor Rogers, Jonathan Rodriguez for the Guardians. 141 out of 499 on his Refractor. I have Robert Garcia on the negative, Marco Luciano, Foscue, Rodriguez, Hudson, Aroldis Chapman, Hernaz, Jones, Morel, Bubik, Harper, McLean, Blake Walston. Mitchell Parker, AJ Puck, Leisure, Espinal, Jones, Caminero, Blanco, Scott, Stram, Lindor, and Martin Perez. Negative, Robert Garcia. Be the first jumbo. Let's get into the second jumbo. Yeah, they're pretty dope looking cards, John. Hey, how you doing, William? Also, for anybody curious, there is like a skunk protection random I got to run for $45 break credit for people that were in that one random. And I'm going to run the Veterans Day thing probably when I'm done breaking tonight, too. We have Snell, Rafaela, Jakowski, Holiday, Merrill, Colt Keith, Paul Skeens, Brett Harris. We're going to have Devers. We have Iwasawa. I was just trying to give everybody that maybe didn't see it or doesn't post in the group or look in the group too often a chance to say they're a veteran. We have Austin Hedges, Urias, Matsui, Justin Turner, Nastrini. We have Mauricio, JD Martinez, oh my God. Who has the Reds? Going to Kyle Wellman. 101 Stratospheric Stars Superfractor. There's a hit. Bro, they might as well just call me and Rodney. We might as well just be the kings of the 101. Some of the glare off the card here. So it's not glaring on Ellie right there. Sorry, Shota. You're no longer the centerpiece, bud. We have James Outman on the blue. Nice hit, Kyle. 87 out of 150. Going to the Dodgers. True blue. Ha! This man said, what did I miss? We have Cody Bellinger. Missed this, buddy. We're going to have Mitchell Parker, Bubik, Spies, Hudson, Schumann, Garver, Henry Davis, Provar, Blake Snell, Crochet, Evan Carter, Austin Martin, Fetty, Christian Scott, Bowers, Clase, Ben Brown, Podges, Wyatt Langford, Jackson Churio, Burns, Jackson Churio again, Flaherty, Blaze Alexander, Aaron Getty, and Manzardo. We're going to have Suarez, Clayton Beater, Varland, Walston, Azuna, Gunnar Henderson, Volpe, Tyler O'Neill, Lee, Gallo, Marte, Cruz, Rogers, Leiter, Sosa, Nunez, Michael Bush for the Cubs. On the auto. Then we have Shenton and Nunez. Separated from the non-autos. Oh, I need to order more fucking sleeves from. I keep forgetting to do that. I need to order more sleeves from card shells. Because I don't think it's right to shake or scream with someone's card because the card's worth a lot of money, so I just stay calm. Plus, I mean, I've watched people, like, blow up and stuff, so. We have Brian Hudson, Aroldis Chapman, Westberg, Lorenzen, Barger, Lane Thomas, Hernandez, Nastrini. We have Ketel Marte. We have Gavin Stone on the blue-green lava lamp. We're going to have Paul Skeens on the refractor, Leisure, Espinal, Foscue, Rodriguez, Scott, Hernaz, Jones, Morel, Mason Miller, Josh Jung, and Paredes. I didn't realize Paredes got traded to the... God damn it. Hit the camera. because I have the stupid cord on my lap rather than here. For whatever reason, the one USB port will not recognize the mic. That's why I actually started late. So I put it over here and then fucking have to be more careful. Yeah, they mixed it up. I was like, nah, dude, I'm a big breaker now. I'm with the big boys on Fanatics Live. We have Flaherty, Parker, Pook, Soderstrom, Jones, Caminero, Blanco, Uwasawa, Josh Naylor, Jackson Merrill. We got Colt Keith, Wade Jr., Emmett Sheehan, Paredes, Munoz, Rivas, Gil, Hubertus. I have Ahmad Rosario. Then we got my man Nick Gonzo, 134 out of 499 on the refractor. Going to go to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Nah, dude. Breaker's getting dramatic, Ruben. Come on, bro. Never that. We have De La Cruz, Knack, Eflin. Justin Turner, Jaron Durant. We have Shota Imanaga, Jackson Merrill, Garcia, Pilar. Shenton, Austin Mostyn. No, we have Austin Martin, Oliver Dunn, Lugo, Estes, Jackson Merrill, Jung, and Wade Jr. When did I get on Fanatics Live, Steve? We've been on Fanatics Live since the release of Allen and Ginter. But as a man of his word, I told you guys I wouldn't try to push anybody or force you guys to ever break on an app. I mean, Rodney breaks on there during the day, but we've actually been really, really slow filling Topps Chrome. He has 3 hobby, 2 breakers the light on there for pretty decent pricing. Especially with the way the breakers of light is like skyrocketing in price. And I think he's only had like 7 teams fill in the one, because he posted 2 breaks like that. I think he's had 7 teams in the one break and like 3 in the other. This is box 3. I figured the smaller mixers on there would do well because nobody's running smaller breaks on there. Everyone's trying to run like full cases or like... Oh, it was a joke, Steve. I was going to say. Because Brian was joking about that they must have misplaced the Ellie into my box because it's a super fractor, and why would they give not one of the big breakers an Ellie super fractor? That was me just joking around. I can also throw up a pick your player, a Topps Chrome update. I know like some of you guys like pick your players and some of you guys hate it, so I never know what to do with it. With Caballeros, Abbott, Erased, Carantini, Eden, Velasquez, Hunter Stratton. We're going to have Carantini, Brian Reynolds, Addison Barger for the Blue Jays on the blue-green lava lamp. We're going to have Azuna, Verdugo, Robert Gasser, Soler, Shiano, Candelario, Rupp, Lee, Graham Pauley, Emerson Hancock on the refractor, 322 out of 499 on the refractor. Let's go into the Mariners. We have Lindor, Scott, Giolito, McCann, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and Jordan Beck. Lopper Fido, Stone, Alex Jacob, Podges. We're going to have Yelich, Kowser, Uwasawa, Rogers, AJ Smith-Sauver, Carrasco, Wenzel, Uwasawa, Asuna, Harris, Tommy Pham, Bryce Harper, Jackson Holiday, Fetty, Kierstad. We're going to have Manuel Margot, Rodriguez, Victor Scott II, Andujar, Dominguez, Woods Richardson, and Graham Pauley on the Prism Refractor. Matt Stram, Podges, Woods Richardson, Harrison, Churio, Holiday, Rosario, CES. Soto, Lawler, Slayton. Connor Phillips for the Reds, 123 out of 150. The Blue Ray Wave. Ruben, it's a good possibility, dog. We can talk. Ruben, hit me up in private. I'll explain. We have McLean and Kyle Manzardo. The answer is probably yes. We have Urshela, Cease, Evan Carter, Kiermaier, Sanchez, Kowser, Crawford, Gio Urshela. We have Aaron Judge, Juan Soto in a Yankees uni, 349 out of 399. We'll see if they re-sign him or not. But essentially, if your LCS doesn't have like a legacy account or like had an account for a while and have a decent, like a better version of an account, Jason Dominguez, if he's like a baby account, he probably ain't getting shit. We have Montez Tang, Pages Ortiz, Taylor, Arozarena, Tyler Black, Tatis Jr., Jackson Holiday, Aaron Getty, Jankowski, Yamamoto, Jackson Merrill, O'Neill, Martin, Hodges, Rodriguez, and Dylan Lee. Yeah, Seth Lugo, Alvarez, Adujar, Nastrini, Snell, Rafaela, Jackson, Merrill, Colt Keith. We're going to have Paul Skeens. We have another Stratospheric Stars. That's going to go to Adley Rutschman and the Orioles, which is Mike Fickey. And then we're going to have Johan Rojas, 238 out of 499 on the refractor. Going to the Phillies. Which is Rob Davenport. We have Corbin Carroll, Blaze Alexander, Schumann, Urias, Matsui, Justin Turner, Ronnie Mauricio, Martinez, Manzardo, Tang, Sale, Manzardo, Scott II, Clase, Bubik, Spees, Hudson, Jackson Churio, Garver, Henry Davis, Provar, Semien, Riley Green, and Fernando Cruz. These over there. Oh, he's doing well. I mean, all new babies do is eat and sleep. The 101 was Ellie. It was an Ellie Superfractor Stratospheric Stars. Blackburn, Vanasco, Rivera, Jaloff, Glasnow, PCA, Blaze Alexander, Gavin Stone, Zach Wheeler, Jake Bowers in the 166 out of 399 on the magenta. Go to the Brewers. We have Sanchez, Ottavino, Ramos, Hayes, Skeens, Myers, Trevino, Ellie, Mats. We have Michael Harris the second, 97 out of 99 on the Future Stars. At what point in time does he not become a Future Star anymore? I feel like he's had a Future Star card like 3 years in a row. Which is, I mean, he's a good center fielder, don't get me wrong. We have Ellie, Brian Hudson, but like, at what point in time do you graduate from just being a regular star instead of a future star? We have Barossa, Imanaga, Perez, Black, Kopech, Cannon, and Jimenez. We have Yamamoto on Prism Refractor, Freddie Freeman, Lee, Tyler Black, Caballero, Abbott, Arrays, Wells, Carantini, Eden, Velasquez, Stratton, Pete Alonso, Adam Duvall in the negative, Rodriguez, Gasser, Soler, Shiano, Candelario, Roop, Lee, Pauly, Loper Fido, Soto, Harris II, Arozarena, McCann, Chisholm Jr., Beck, Verdugo, Pham, Loper Fido, Stone, Alex Jacob. We have Michael Harris II, 139 out of 250 on the True Purple. Guess it's just a Braves kind of break. Go to Don Carey in his first break in the group. Appreciate you hopping into something. We have Garrett Cole and Justin Foscue on the Refractor. AJ Smith-Sauver, Carrasco, Wenzel, Giolito, Uwasawa, Azuna, Brett Harris, Jankowski, Jones, Austin Shenton, 10 out of 15 on the orange-black lava lamp. Which I know isn't like a huge hit, but this card is just absolutely ridiculous looking. I mean, yeah, we pulled it. Technically, Rodney pulled it because that was like the second day or whatever that Augustin was here, so there was no me breaking. That was Rodney. But yes, we did pull the Ellie out of Stadium Club. We have Samad Taylor, Kierstad Margot, Rodriguez. We have Rogers, Scott II, Andujar, Dominguez, Woods Richardson, Otani, Freeman, Espinal, Churio, Holiday, Rosario, CES, Juan Soto, Lawler, Slayton, and Pham. Tommy Pham's kind of bounced around the league the last couple years. We have Perez, Jackson, Churio, Ortiz, Evan Carter, Kiermaier, Harrison, Black. We're going to have Sanchez, Kowser. We have Brandon Crawford. We have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the Stratospheric Stars. I thought these are supposed to be pretty rare. Looks like they're starting to be pretty common here. I thought these were supposed to be like almost case hits, but I guess not. We have Zach Deloche, 306 out of 499. You know the worst part is, Kyle, I messaged Austin, and normally when something like that and someone's looking for their PC team, we have Langford, Leisure, Tang, Urshela, Podges, Cease, Ortiz, Samad Taylor, Rosarena, Rafaela, Green, Henderson, Rodriguez, Yamamoto, Merrill, Wyatt Langford, Montez, O'Neill, Martin, Hedges, Rodriguez, Ellie, Bichette, and Pook. A lot of times when people are trying to trade for their PC teams in a random, I'll try to like nudge a guy to trade if there's like a fair. Oh my god! Yeah, see, this corking here is going to be a problem. If there's like an option for a fair trade, sorry about that. I need to get a better stand. That's the problem. The stand's not sturdy enough for like the big ass cord for how much of a travel it has to do. I'm just trying to put this in a bin. But I always try to like help out a transaction where like if somebody's trying to get their PC team, I try to like trade, especially if it's like a very fair trade. Like last night I couldn't really do anything with Adam and the Tigers just because he didn't really have a team that matched up to like he didn't really have a team that matched up to what the Tigers are in Chrome Update. So it's hard to like tell somebody to take like a much lesser team. But Yeah, I try to always like facilitate and be like, hey, like that's the team. Just so people are like, oh, he PCs the team. Like maybe it'd be worth a trade. Just like out of like a good karma thing. But because I was in the hospital, I didn't get a chance to talk to Austin about it, which I'm kind of a little glad I didn't, because I would have felt like an asshole too if I would have talked him into trading you and then you hit a 101. I would have felt like I would have to give him something too, to be honest. Into the second half of this case, box number 5. Or the Dodgers or the Yankees in there would have actually probably been, yeah, completely fair trade. That's why normally I would have like told Austin like maybe you should take the Yankees because they have just more potential in Stadium Club than the Reds did. But I didn't get a chance because I was busy with the baby, so. I see a lot of people hating on this product too. I mean, I know we pulled a 101, so it eases any of like the hate, but like I think there's a lot of good hits in this product. I will say I do think it's a little bit higher price than maybe it should be, but I see a lot of people just hating the product in general, which is weird. We have Paredes, Munoz, Flaherty, Gill, Hertibis, Rosario. We're gonna have Soto, Soderstrom, Soto, Aaron Judge, Luis Arraez on the 249 out of 399 for the Padres on the magenta. We're going to have Varland, Sauer, Beck, Lamont Wade Jr., Sheehan, De La Cruz, Knack, Effling, Leo Rivas. We're going to have Bryant. Oh, my God. All right, we're going to figure something out. By next break, I'll have this fixed because this is ridiculous. Oh, there we go. I think I figured out what it was. I didn't have the stand pushed all the way down. We have Brian Ramos on the blue Ray Wave. Yeah, I see a lot of people just bitching about Update Chrome. I don't understand why. We have Holiday on the refractor. Lipscomb, Victor Scott II, Martin, Cade Smith, and Gavin Williams. We have Oliver Dunn, Lugo, Estes, Jonathan Clase, Tatis Jr., Corbin Carroll, Clayton Beater, Fralick, Williams, Mason Wynn, Kolick, France, Cole Wynn, Aaron Simber, Wenzel Perez for the Tigers on the purple speckle. We have Seth Lugo, Manzardo, Adam Duvall, Perez, Luciano, and Polanco. We have Mitch Spence, Paguero, Black, Kikichi, CES, Sale, Riley Green, Suarez, Pilar, Shenton, Duvall, Lipscomb, Colt Keith, Holton, Loper Fido, Hauser, Corbin Burns, American League All-Star, going to go to the Orioles. Just the base is going to go to Mike. I'm curious to see where Corbin Burns ends up. You think he ends up being a Dodger? Yeah, they're going to sign, we have Lindor and Austin Shenton. They're going to end up signing Burns and Sasaki, and their rotation is going to be Otani, Yamamoto, Sasaki. I don't even know, Clayton Kershaw. Like, their rotation is going to be 6 guys. We have Rivera, Podges, Hudson, Garcia, Glasnow, PCA, Alexander, Bowers, Semien, Kikichi for the Astros. It's going to be a 143 out of 175 on the blue Aqua Lava Lamp. Oh, he could maybe go to the Yankees, but I doubt it. We have Nunez, Hayes. He could, though. Paul Skeens, Blackburn, Vanasco, Trevino, De La Cruz, Matz, Jaloff,
Guerrero Jr., Alvarez, Pilar, Black, Ottavino, Ramos, Kopech, Cannon, and Jimenez. I think really what's going to happen is Sasaki's going to sign somewhere, and then all the rest of the pieces will fall, like pitcher-wise. We have Myers, Crawford, Alec Boehm, Colt Keith, Sosa, Barossa, Imanaga, Perez, Carantini. We have Eden, Velasquez, Hunter Stratton. We have Stratospheric Stars, Mike Trout. Going to the Angels. We have Alexander Canario on the autograph. It's going to be a 28 out of 499. For the Cubbies. Ollie. We have Christian Scott, Skubal, Ali Rutschman, Jack Leiter, Verdugo, Gasser, Soler, Shiano, Loperfido, Stone, Jacob, Canario, Suarez, Daniel Hudson, and Daniel Hudson. They're going to maybe get a little bit worse. We'll see what happens with football, but really, like, what would have to happen is the big guys like Filthbaum and Leighton and them would have to kick back some on. So the problem is the really big guys are making so much money that they're not going to kick back on tops because they don't want to lose their allocation because they'd all have to do it together, and they don't like the big. The big guys, the big breakers don't all get along, so they're not going to unify and like be like, hey, the prices are too high, you're handicapping us or like handcuffing us. So I don't think that the prices are going to get better because the problem is look at like Filthbaum or East West or Leighton. They're running like 10 case player breaks and making like $6,000 a break. Like why would they mess with that amount of money? Like if they're getting 100 cases, like there's no point. And then I got a decent amount of cases, but let's see, I got 10 hobby cases, 6 breakers of light. I had to beg for the 2 jumbo cases I got to start. Then they offered me some more at a higher price, obviously, but not a ton more. So, like, I don't have any say in what the price of boxes are going to be. Even if 100 of these combined, it only equal 10 of the big boys. So, if the big guys don't kick back, or Dave and Adams and Blowout and those guys kick back about prices, Fanatics is just going to keep doing what they're doing. Because the model was set up by the distributors. And Fanatics said, oh, like, we don't want to do that model because it fucks over the small shops and whatever else. And then they realize, well, like, people will just buy the cards anyway, so... Or, not people, like, shops and breakers will just buy the cards anyway, because that's how they're conditioned by the distributors already. Well, here's the I mean, it's basic, so it's actually not that hard of a concept, Ruben. It's not even fascinating. It's basic monopolized supply and demand, right? So the only person... We're going to go through a quick economics lesson right now. I'm sure Ruben will probably... So there's only one person that makes this box, right? Only one manufacturer. Nobody... Like, I can't go and be like, all right, Joey's going to make Topps Chrome baseball cards in his basement. We're going to make the Charm City Collectibles version, exact same product, so there's competition, right? You can make something similar to this, but you can't make the exact same thing, and nobody else can have the logo, so he creates a monopoly. So what happens is, let's say they make I'm going to use really small numbers. They obviously make way more boxes. Let's say they make 1,000 of these boxes. So they only, when it's first released, they only give out 500 of these boxes, and they keep the other 500 to see how the market goes. And if the market goes up, instead of this box being $100 allocated, now it's $200 allocated for the next 250 boxes. And then what'll happen is they'll wait and see if it goes up some more. They'll charge for the last 250 boxes that are left. They'll charge, I don't know, $300. But what they're doing is they're creating a false shortage of supply that doesn't exist. So they're completely controlling the supply because they can, and they're falsely creating a shortage. So what happens is I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, if I don't buy the boxes, like right now, let's go in my account. I will say that the Breaker Delights boxes they offered in my account cost more money. I would run the break at a loss that I ran the Breakers of Light. I would lose money on just what I ran the Breakers of Light at. The past one we just filled, I would lose money at the price they're selling me the boxes to right now because they went up so much money because they're like market price like $550 or whatever the fuck it's at. I think some people have it like $480 or $490, but in general, like David Adams, I think has them at $550, which is who they go off of. And if you go on Dealer's Net, which is like the black market for card shops, lack of a better fucking terminology, like they're way up there in price too. Because what happens is I'm not allowed. Another thing they do is I signed a contract where I can't do anything with this box other than break it on camera. So if we break all the boxes, I'm like, well, fuck, I need product. Who can I buy it from? I can only buy it from Fanatics because nobody else is allowed to sell me boxes that's a breaker or a shop. Because everyone signed contracts saying you're not allowed to sell to somebody else. Or they can revoke your account, or they revoke my account, then I'm fucked and I don't get any product. We have Aroldis Chapman, Westberg, Lorenzen, Blanco, Christian Scott, Hernaz, Jared Jones, Christopher Morel, Jaron Duran, Wyatt Langford, Sanchez. Welcome to the card industry. We have Foscue, Rodriguez, Hudson, Rosario, Sostrom. Also, I don't buy those overpriced boxes, and they might give me less boxes in my original allocation. So then you're in the thing, well, like, do I just buy the boxes and just fucking eat it? Or do I buy the boxes and see if I can break even? Like, what do I do here? And nobody gives you a fucking answer how to get more product and how to grow. Because you ask those questions and everybody just fucking ignores you. So there's also that. We have Jared Jones, Caminero, Austin Martin. We have a really nice Caminero autograph right here afterwards. We have Austin Martin for the Twins. That's why I always tell you guys, like, we need to fill the breaks just so I can get better. Keep the prices down. Yeah, but that's not the point. That's not the point I'm talking about, Richard. Because no matter what, like if I buy the boxes at, let's say that the hobby boxes right now they try to give me are like $250, right? If I buy those boxes, try to get more allocation, and I don't sell those boxes fast enough at that price, I end up getting a loss when they should just be selling to me at the original price. Like what happens when the market goes down is Fanatics always makes their money. I get fucked. So when we don't fill breaks, I end up losing money. Which I don't think people understand that. Well, not really anymore so much, but like when I first started, like the reason why it took me so long to move to a bigger shop is I'm still paying off credit card debts from whenever I first started breaking. Because to get product, you have to spend money. And if you don't have the capital to spend money, what happens is if you don't fill stuff fast enough, you get fucked and you have to pay. Like if your credit card bill gets not overdue, because obviously I always paid them, but we have 145 out of 299 Junior Caminero. But to try to build the business up, you had to have capital. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, if it comes down, what's going to happen? So here's what's going to happen. If it comes down and people don't support the smaller breakers, it'll only be the big guys like Leighton and Dave and Adams, and then it'll never come down. Because it'll be so controlled that you can either be in the hobby and pay their prices, or you can get fucked and get out of the hobby. So it's like one of those things, and by get fucked, I mean like as the consumer, like they need less consumers then, right? If there's less people selling it, they don't need as many consumers. So I guess it's like a matter of finding like the right balance maybe, which is like obviously free market economics. But we have Henderson, Hudson, Parker, Pook, Leisure, Espinal, Rivas, Gill, Herbitus, Lipscomb, Jackson Merrill. We got Gavin Williams on the purple out of 191 out of 250. Like, I mean, I try not to obviously be a bully and be like, yo, like, we need to fill fucking breaks and whine about it. Because really, like, I don't care. Like, I care. Like, obviously, I want this to be very successful. But at the same time, like, I don't depend on the card shop to live at all. Like, I still work for the government. We have Tyler Black, Sheehan, Paredes, Munoz, Jack Flaherty, Estes, De La Cruz, Knack, Eflin, Arrays, and Bellinger. We have Eduardo Rodriguez, Matt Sauer, Jordan Beck, Lamont Jr., Wynn, Simber, Dunn, Lugo, Jared Jones, Paul Skeens, Bichette, Arozarena, Wynn, Victor Scott, Austin Martin, Gavin Williams, Mason Black, Kikichi, Kolick, J.P. France, Tyler Soderstrom. 256 out of 499. Going to go to the Athletics. A local farm or a grocery store or whoever sells fucking steak, and someone's going to sell you steak. I can't go and be like, hey, I want a bunch of flawless football cards. I have money, you have inventory, can I buy flawless football cards? You're like, nah, you can't buy flawless football cards. You got to go buy score football cards first before you're allowed to even maybe get near flawless in 2 years. We have Sal Frelick, Trevor Williams, Hauser, Spence, Paguero, Duval, Provar, Jackson Churios, Ahmad Taylor, Cade Smith, Duval, Lipscomb, Perez, Alexander, Colt Keith, Holton, Loper Fido, Quan, Wade Jr., and Espinal. Which is also like a wild concept to me because it's the only industry that like you get completely gate-kept no matter what you do. Which is why I think you messaged me and asked if I had breakers of light to sell. I don't because they only gave me a case of hobby to sell in the shop. We have Garcia, Pilar, and I can't find anything for a reasonable price on dealers now. We have Shenton, Match, Jaloff, Glasnow, PCA, Hernaz, Kyle Tucker. We have Joey Loper Fido, 253 out of 399 because no one's coming in and paying. No one's coming in and paying $500+ for breakers of light box. They're not going to charge, but here's the problem is people are still getting in. They could lower the prices. The big guys could lower the price on their breaks right now. I just literally told you that Filth Bomb probably makes, when they run their 10Ks, pick your player. I guarantee you they probably net about $6,000. You're telling me that, like, in what industry? Because what happens is they make it so big that you can't even, that it's hard for you to figure out the math behind how it works. Like, that's why they run the big breaks. Like, Backyard Breaks makes money hand over fist, and people still get in their shit. We have Joey Ortiz, Rivera, Pages, because they give away a free hobby box every once in a while. Like, bro, they're charging an extra, like, $8,000 more than anybody else on, like, anything that's, like, high-end, flawless, national treasure, basketball or football, and they still break. So the problem is like, it's never going to go down in price because there's still people getting in those guys' breaks that are already overpriced. We have Cannon, Jimenez, Myers, and what happens is Fanatics looks at like Backyard Breaks and Filth Bomb and David Adams and be like, well, they're selling it for this price, so then everybody can sell it for that price. They don't understand that concept that like there's a hierarchy to like how much someone can charge because the guys that are ignorant to the hobby, like don't have knowledge of it, are going to go to Backyard Breaks or are going to go to like a Leighton or Filth Bomb or one of the big guys because that's, if you search on the internet, that's who you're going to find first. You're not going to find Charm City Breaks or Rocket Rips or Underground Case Breaks or whoever's a smaller breaker. We have Ellie De La Cruz. We got Tobias Myers for the Brewers. Or if you go on, if you pop with the Fanatics, we'll do it right now actually. We have Tobias Myers. I'll put up a point real quick. Free advertisement for Fanatics Live right here. Hold on. Which, by the way, if you are in Fanatics Live and you don't follow us, go follow us on Fanatics Live. I bet you when we pull up the app right here that we will see Filth Bomb, East West, and they'll be promoting somebody else as the main screen. So they're promoting this guy today. And then, so that's Black Tie, which are also big. Filth Bomb, Filth Bomb, Filth Bomb. East West, what did I say? I don't follow these shops. Oh. I'm not following Filth Bomb. I'm not following East West, but these are the guys that are going to get pushed, if that makes sense. God, Dan's an ugly motherfucker. I don't know how you guys watch him break. He can't say shit to me either because he's half my size. It's going to take everybody there. But you see what I'm saying? Like, so if you go on Fanatics Live, right, you're going to get pushed to, like, oh, Black Tie does this thing, which is actually kind of cool. They're actually, if you want to see something broken, they break every hour. It's called the pitch clock. It's actually kind of a cool concept. But either way, what I'm trying to say is all the big breakers, obviously you want to, I don't know who that is, but just make sure you don't ruin any of the, just make sure you don't ruin your TV screen or anything you're jerking off to me. I know my hands are really sexy, but we have Jordan Leisure, Austin Hayes, Paul Skeens, Blackburn, Vanasco, Velasquez, Stratton, Kopech, and Shen. Now, I'm not saying they don't. All those shops you saw, other than maybe East West, only because East West was with Filth Bomb and broke off, and then like that's a whole thing, and I think that's why East West is getting pushed on the app because they really don't have like the followers to be like. But what I'm trying to get at is they earned being pushed. Whatever they did to get there, they earned being pushed to the front of the app. But those are the guys you're going to see, and you're going to be like, oh, well, these are the normal prices for the hobby if I want to get introduced to the hobby as a new person. We have Jose Altuve. We have Anthony Volpe, Rodriguez, Perez, Tyler Black, Ottavino. What's even more fucked up, if we got on Whatnot, the way Whatnot's whole system works is just super fucked. We have Ramos, Lee, Pauly, Carantini, Eden, Contreras, Jackson, Merrill, and Pook, because they want you to get in $1 auctions. Because they want you to get into $1 auctions, and they want the breakers of $1 auctions so that they're always making money, so that you're not holding, so that no matter what, there's always more breaks happening. If you're running $1 like random team auctions or $1 pick your team auctions, because no matter what, like let's say that someone gets the Reds for like $20, like yeah, the breaker might get fucked, but they don't care because they're getting their money. So. But they're going to constantly more breaks if you're constantly running 30-second $1 auctions, right? So they won't push anybody to the front of their page that's new unless you are running $1 auctions. So because they obviously recruited me to break on Whatnot, which is why we did it for like a month and a half. But he was like, oh yeah, we're not going to push any traffic to your channel unless you're running $1 auctions. And I'm like, we can try it, but I was like, it seems that's too much gambling for me. Like, I didn't get into sports cards or run a fucking casino. Like, that's not why I started doing sports cards. I started doing sports cards because there's another breaker that's bigger than me that used to be on Facebook, was just boring as shit. And I was like, I can do that better than he can. And I was like, well, fuck it. I'm a competitive guy. Like, I have money. I can go buy cards. That's why I started breaking, was because I was like, some of these fucking breakers don't even know how to say the players' names correctly. I mean, obviously, I butcher names too, but, like, dudes aren't even trying. Like, I don't know how you mess up Luis Robert's name. Like, his name is literally fucking, he said it more than once. He's been in the league for, like, 6 years. Some people still call that motherfucker Lewis Roberts. Also, one second, I probably should have answered my wife. Alright, now let's get into these last two boxes after I schooled everybody in the back end of the industry. Probably end up losing my account when someone from Fanatics finds it, but it's okay. We got Fetty, Christian Scott, Bowers, Blake Walston, Ben Brown, Podges. On release day, when people get the break like a day early, the way that algorithm works is it's the top 2 guys that sold the most amount of stuff in the last month, and then they do 3 newer shops, or 3 new people. I think they said 2 new people and 1 person that hasn't been in the front allowed to break a day early in the last, like, I don't know, 6 months or whatever. We have Justin Slane, so they do try to get other people notoriety. We have Cruz, Alexander, Aaron Getty, Manzardo, Nunez, Suarez, Beater, Varland. We have David Banulos. I don't even know who the fuck this is, and I'm in Baltimore. 273 out of 299 out in the purple speckle. And Mike, it's not Charm City Collectibles. It's Charm City Breaks on the app. Trey Lipscomb on the negative. We have Noelvi Marte, Lorenzen, Jung-Hoo Lee, Gallo, Marte. But it's also one of the reasons why the new shop I'm building is going to be more TCG based than it is sports card based. We have Rogers, Leiter, Sosa, Frankie Montez, Alec Boehm, Lindor, Lawler, Rodriguez, Hudson, Raldis Chapman, Westberg, Morel, Barger, Lane Thomas, Hernandez, Tyreek Skubal, Harper, Joey Gallo, Leisure, Espinal, Foscue, Polanco, Scott, Hernaz, Jones, and Candelario. Ranger Suarez, Colt Keith, Soto, Flaherty, Parker, Pook, Rosario. We're going to have Soderstrom, Jared Jones, Junior Caminero, Justin Foscue again on the all-etch rookie rush for the Rangers. Yeah, I didn't think he was the most popular guy. We got Taj Bradley on the autograph. Yes and no, Ruben. Depends what it is. It depends. So here's the Now let me get into the TCG distributors because those guys are fucking pricks too. We have Skeens, Jung-Hoo Lee, Wade Jr., Sheehan, Paredes, Munoz, Rivas, Gil Hubertos, Wyatt Langford, Witt Jr., Yariel Rodriguez. They only try to help you out if it's shitty. If it's shitty product. We have Rodriguez in the 40 out of 175. I think there's a Dodgers autograph. Or no, there's Michael Busch. He's an ex-Dodger. There is. Oh yeah, there was a. I knew there was a Dodger shot. There's a James Outman blue so far. We have CES, Cade Smith, Gavin Williams, Sauer, Beck, De La Cruz, Knack, Effling, Tommy Pham on the Aqua. So, like, right now, I asked for more Surging Sparks, right? And the only way I can get more Surging Sparks booster boxes is I can only get 2 of them. I have to pay $125, which I'll let you know that is not the price they were allocated at, which is fine. I get it's a hot product. And I have to spend $500 on 3 different SKUs that are not out of print, which means they're going to want me to buy something in one of the other Pokemon categories that's not super popular, or if I would like to get, I think you can get 6 booster boxes. You have to pay the $125, but you also have to take 6 Battle Academy boxes, which fucking you might as well throw those in the trash or toss them at children coming off the school bus and see if you can knock a kid over and play a game, see who can score the most points. Shit. That's like Peach. That's what the distributors try to do for sports too. And I don't take it. They give me less of it. Like, they literally didn't give me any. I had to beg to get the Star Wars Galaxy. We have Adley Rutschman, Lorenzen, Wynn, Alex Jacob, Alvarez, Corbin Carroll, and Brandon Crawford, Luciano. We have Polanco, Frelick. Trevor Williams, Kikichi, Kolick, JP France, Cole Wynn, Austin Shenton. On the 97 out of 150. And that was after he said, I don't buy any Star Wars. And I was like, we'll give you a lot of product. We'll give you all the new stuff that came out, but you got to buy some Battle Academies, dog. You know how many of these stupid... I'll show you one second. We have Alston Shenton on the blue Ray Wave. Because now y'all just have me on a fucking rant. Now, I still have Cases of Lost Origin and Silver Tempest. But when I first got my account, Crown Zenith was still the newest thing. So it was Crown Zenith and base set was coming out for Scarlet and Violet. So to get Lost Origins and Silver Tempest, they made you take all these fucking stupid League Battle decks. You know what I mean? I have like cases of these still in my shop somewhere. I literally told the guys that when someone comes in and makes a purchase, if they want these decks for $5, they can have them for $5. Like literally just... Fuck it. That's what they did. Hey, if you want to get 2 booster boxes of Lost Origin, we need you to take a deck of those we need you to take a case of those decks. We have Paul Skeens on the Future Stars, which now it's like paid off because I get whatever I want, but that's not the point. I shouldn't have to deal with all that bullshit to get some booster boxes. We have Paul Skeens on the Future Stars, Westberg. He's already in the Cy Young. He's not a Future Star. He is a star. We have Shenton, Duvall, Lipscomb, Martin Perez, Mitch Spence, Paguero, Black, Jackson Merrill on the Prism Refractor, Raggins, Arenado, Colton Cowser, Podges, Daniel Hudson, Garcia, Pilar, Colt Keith, Holton, Loper Fido, Hauser, Shota Imanaga, Witt, and Aroldis Chapman. Somebody's going to come and see this that's like hasn't broken me before, and they're like, this guy's a fucking dummy. Guys are having me lose all my new customers, Ruben. I'm joking. What do they say whenever you start dating a girl or marry a girl? You gotta like them in their worst and at their worst and at their best. It is. I love sports cards. I love Pokemon, and I love the relationships I have with you guys. But damn, if the industry doesn't piss me off and stress me out, like there's like every day, like an everyday like love-hate relationship. And I try to explain how it works because there's a lot of guys that will come to me and ask me questions and be like, what do you do, what you do? Well, like, how'd you get where you're at, blah, 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 blah. And I answer them honestly, and I don't think people want to hear that. Now, if I had to go back and do it, I would only go and do this again because of the relationships I have with people in the group. I would not do this again from the basis of, like, if hindsight was 2020, like, how much bullshit it took me to get to the point that I'm at, it's not worth the time investment other than the relationships that I have with, like, some of the guys I talk to on a regular basis, some of the new guys that come in the group. Mason Wynn, Victor Scott II, Hudson, Kakichi, Kolick, JP France, Wynn, Woods Richardson, Arrays. We have Randy Rosarena, 102 out of 250. Like, actually, probably hiring Dylan kept me from not stopping because, like, I can't. I'm at the point where, like, I can't quit because if I quit, then 3 other young men's lives get greatly affected. I don't know how else to say that. Like, so I can't quit because I don't want to affect other people. We have Jackson Holiday, Vanasco. Not that I plan on quitting. I'm just saying in general. Fralick, Williams, Hauser, Spence, Paguero, Black. Oh, nice Jackson Churio on the photo variation. That's going to go to Jason has them, right? He sells most of them, Brandon. I'm sure you can trade him something or give him cash for it. Just hit him up in private, Brandon. If he's not watching, he'll talk to you about it and give you a decent price. We have Jackson Churio for the Brewers and Billy Vermerskarchen. Ein German. Then we have JJ Blade on the purple speckle. Jason did not get him this time, so was Billy. We have Nolan Arenado and Beck. We have Tyler Black, Ottavino, Ramos, Blackburn, Colt Keith, Holton, Loper Fido, Matsui, Paul Skeens on the All-Star game, Freeman, Manzardo, Wells, Barossa, Eminaga, Perez, Jaloff, Glasnow, PCA, Blaze Alexander, Tucker, Langford, and Sauer. We have Nolan Arenado, Arrays, McCann, Tobias Myers, Trevino, De La Cruz, Mats, Dominguez, Provar, Machado. We have Martinez, Polanco, Verdugo, Gasser, Soler, Stratton, Kopech, Cannon, Eloy Jimenez, Max Schumann for the Athletics. And I just want to know who Mick and Daddy is. We have Junior Caminero and Gavin Williams. Get Paul Skeens, Lipscomb, Perez, Luciano, Carantini, Eaton, Velasquez, Urias, Altuve, Ryan Fernandez on the blue Rayway, 107 out of 150. Going to the Cardinals. We have Ronnie Mauricio, Austin Hayes, Duvall, Wenzel, Andrew Abbott, Candelario, Roop, Lee, Pauly, Contreras, Pilar, Cade Smith, Carrasco, Caballero, Beck, Pham, Loper Fido, Stone, Alec Jacob, Aduhar, Glasnow, and Provar. Pilar going to the Angels. Great defensive outfielder. We got Podges, Junior Caminero, Giolito, Richardson, Uwasawa, Asuna, Brett Harris. We're going to have, oh baby, back-to-back nice hits here too. Stratospheric Stars on the Robert. Oh, the A's will eat in this product. Steve is the A's an update always eat because they suck, so they bring up 87 fucking guys throughout the year every year. Plus they have 3 good rookies in this product too. Everyone's sleeping on Lawrence Butler. That man's a fucking monster. Good old Larry Cheeks. We have Henry Davis, 81 out of 150. Finally get him in right field this year, and I think he'll actually end up being good. We have all Etch, at least I hope. We have Austin Martin, Rodriguez, Rogers, Smith, Sauver, Rivera, Scott II, Andujar, Dominguez, Max Schumann, Will Smith, PCA, Henry Davis, Jackson Holiday, Rosario, Kierstad, Margot, Soto, Lawler, Justin Slayton, Loper Fido, Abrams, Yamamoto, and Victor Scott II. Loper Fido, 127 out of 199. Yeah, I mean, the A's, it's also, man, it's hard if your fans don't like you and shit. Not the fans don't like them. I was going to say, I know we got some A's guys in here, so I don't want to start saying that and bitchy at me, but I mean, it's hard to like an organization that doesn't really give a shit about you as a fan base, but let me get these all in the bin, and then I will go over the hits. All right, we have Loper Fido on the Aqua, Stratospheric Stars, Luis Robert, Pilar on the negative, Fernandez on the Blue Ray Wave, Rosarena on the purple, Future Stars, Skeens, Pham on the Aqua, Yariel, Rodriguez on the Aqua Blue Lava Lamp, Foscue on the All Etch Rookie Rush, the negative Trey Lipscomb. We have Woods Richardson on the purple, Loper Fido on the magenta, Wade Jr. on the negative, Gavin Williams on the purple, Shenton on the orange-black lava lamp, Austin Martin on the all-edge rookie rush, Daniel Hudson on the negative. We have Mike Trout on the stratospheric stars, Yuki Kikichi on the aqua blue lava lamp, arrays on the magenta, Vladimir Guerrero on the stratospheric stars, junior. We have Duvall on the negative, we have Bowers on the magenta, Soto on the magenta, Barger on the blue-green lava lamp. We're going to have Gavin Stone on the blue-green lava lamp, Shenton on the negative, Shota Minaga on the gold mini diamonds, Uwasawa on the magenta, Garcia on the negative, and Jackson on the blue-green lava lamp. Do the autographs, we're going to have Schumann on the base, Blade on the purple speckle, Shenton on the blue ray wave, Taj Bradley on the base, Bunellis, how do we say his name? Benulis on the purple speckle. We have Tobias Myers on the base, Tyler Soderstrom on the refractor, Canario on the refractor, Corbin Burns in the All-Star game. We have Perez on the purple speckle, Ramos on the Blu-ray wave, Deloach on the refractor, Michael Harris on the purple. We have Connor Phillips on the Blu-ray wave, Emerson Hancock on the refractor, Johnny DeLuca on the purple speckle, Jonathan Rodriguez on the refractor, Michael Bush on the base, and James Outman on the blue. We have Michael Harris, a second out of 99 on the Future Stars autograph. Rojas on the refractor autograph. Nick Gonzalez on the refractor. Henry Davis on the blue ray wave. We have Rutschman on the stratospheric stars. Colt Keith on the all-edge rookie rush. Austin Wells out of 299 on the magenta purple lava lamp. Junior Caminero out of 299 on the purple magenta lava lamp. We have Jackson Churio on the photo variation. Jackson Churio on the home field advantage. And then we have Ellie De La Cruz on the Stratospheric Stars Superfractor. Going to go to the Reds. Get a little Holtzke here to see if we can get a little bit of not crazy glare. Congrats to Kyle on the big Ellie hit. See you guys in a little bit for the Breakers of Light. Let's give me like 10 minutes or so to get going for that. I will see you guys in a little bit.